What's up, everybody? This is Jimmy again with Frank, and we're going to get into our last segment talking about the Royal Rumble. That's our next pay per view, which will be held right here in my home. And we're going to have a good time with it, aren't we, Frank?
I hope so.
Oh, yeah, we will. But now we're going to be getting into the Rumble. Tonight, earlier in the week, it was announced that Randy Orton's going to be going up against John Cena, and the title's going to be on the line. And as we know, Brock Lesnar has stated, well, actually, it was Paul Heyman that stated it, that Brock's going to get the first crack at the champion. Who wins this title match? Does Cena walk away with the strap, or does Orton go against the Beast?
Well, I think it'll have to do with the coming back of Batista. He's probably going to be in the Royal Rumble. It's been rumored that Batista's going to challenge for the belt at WrestleMania.
Think so.
That's what I hear. So if Batista wins the Royal Rumble, then it all depends. It all depends on the Royal Rumble.
No, the Rumble is going to be. Usually, right after the Rumble, we got a pretty good idea what WrestleMania is going to look like, so we probably won't know until then. Everyone knows where I'm going. The Royal Rumble, to me, unfortunately for years, the Royal Rumble has not been what it should be, in that the winner of the Rumble hasn't always main evented WrestleMania. Like, I'll give you an example. When The Undertaker won the Royal Rumble in 2007, now, obviously, I'm going to be biased because I love The Undertaker, but The Undertaker won the Royal Rumble, and his match with Batista was not the main event. And to me, that was ridiculous, because what's the point? You win the Royal Rumble to main event WrestleMania, not to be in the middle of the card. And especially with a legend like The Undertaker, who was wrestling full time at that point, and he was going to finally get that title win after years upon years of getting screwed out of the title. You know, you know.
And also another thing is that who's the Undertaker going to face at WrestleMania? That also depends.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, today I heard a rumor that it might be Daniel Bryan, which I don't want that to happen, because to me, either way, I lose. Either my,
rumor that Cena's going to go against Bray Wyatt in the main event.
that ain't gonna happen. Bray Wyatt doesn't have enough experience to main event WrestleMania.
They need to start really pushing them a lot.
They need Bray Wyatt hasn't had the kind of career that makes you say, okay, this guy's going to main event WrestleMania. It's not like Brock. That Brock was around for 6-8 months, but the guy looked like he could go at WrestleMania, and he was a proven commodity. Bray Wyatt really isn't a proven commodity in the ring to where you could put him in the main event of WrestleMania and give him the ball to roll with the crowd. He needs more time.
If you remember the last time they had the unified belt,
Mm-hmm.
it was almost about every pay-per-view was switching hands. So it was almost so every guy could get the chance to be the unified champion. So I think they might do that again this time around.
Well, it may happen, but I'm gonna stick. I'm gonna stick.
Have Cena win it, so he's the unified champion, and he might drop it to Brock, and then it might be Brock versus Batista at WrestleMania for the
Well, if that's going to be the WrestleMania main event, then the real wrestling fans are going to be livid, because you're going to.
Want to see Batista versus Brock Lesnar for the unified belt at WrestleMania?
I want to see Daniel Bryan walk away with the strap. That's the payoff to the entire angle from the summer. If Daniel Bryan doesn't walk out with the title, what was the point of the entire summer? Just him being elevated to the main event, just for him to get knocked down again? To me, that makes no sense, Frank.
I hate to tell you this. I think he peaked already, and I think they're done with him. As long as he's popular, why give him the belt? You get 2 for 1. You don't need him having the belt.
I think that the fans want him to succeed, and I think that their patience should be rewarded. And maybe I'm biased because I'm a diehard fan of his, but I think that after all the shit that he's gone through since the summer, and after the reactions he's been getting, how does he not win the big one? How does he not? To me, it's the perfect story. He dealt with the authority, constantly getting in his business, constantly screwing him out of the title. He got screwed over by his mentor. And now he's in this. Now he's in the Wyatt family. I said this a month or two ago, that if he does join the Wyatts, what may come out of it, for a positive, is that it'll make him more aggressive, and he'll get that mean streak, that way that he'll start hurting people, and then he'll go nuts, and he'll win the Rumble, and then win the championship. I would love to see him win from the number 1 spot. That hasn't been done since '04. I think that.
I think that's another thing why he can't have the belt. He doesn't have any good matches. As him as a face, with him being champion, there aren't any good matches against for him.
Well, I think that they need to at least give him at least that nod of, okay, you went through a lot of shit, now you're finally gonna get it, because you know what, he had 2 title reigns that combined didn't last 24 hours, and for a guy that worked his ass off for 14 years in the business, he's earned the.
At least he got it, and at least they were memorable. You understand? That's why they were memorable.
Yeah, but to me, he's one of the few guys in the last few years that beat John Cena clean,
Oh, yeah,
and he didn't even have a chance to enjoy it.
He did enjoy it. He got confetti and the pyro at SummerSlam. He got his moment.
Yeah, he got his moment. It only lasted 30 seconds.
Like I keep telling you, would you rather him have a 6-month boring reign?
Honestly, I would much rather him. With the way he's been booked, I almost wish he never won it, because then I wouldn't have had the feeling of, okay, they're actually going to go with this guy and actually give him the chance to be on top. Because to me, it was just a tease.
See what happens. Maybe later on in 2014 he'll get it back.
Well, I just want to see him have it for 2 months, and I'll be satisfied. That's all I'm asking for. To me, if they could,
maybe he'll be one of those guys. He'll get a shot.
well, the way to close the Bryan part out of this, I put it to you this way, because I want to get on to something else. If they can give the Miz and Alberto Del Rio championship runs for more than a month, they can give it to him. They can afford it. Then the company's not going to go bankrupt if he has it for a month or two.
If it pays off, they won't. Maybe down the line he'll get his. He'll go down as a unified champion.
Well, we'll see what happens with that. But Bryan's one of my picks for the Rumble. I know you're picking Batista. I got a feeling.
We could get a dark horse. You never know what happens.
No, with the Rumble, you never know, because I would have never picked Sheamus to win when he won.
Between now and
a lot can happen in a month, Frank. A lot can happen.
Hogan could come back.
I know Hulk's going to definitely play a part in WrestleMania. Taker's streak, obviously, that's going to be a big match. I heard the Shield mentioned in a gauntlet match, which to me would make no sense, because it's not believable for Taker at his age to be able to take.
I think the Shield is going to have a triple threat match at WrestleMania.
Well, I would love to see that. Me personally, I would love to see that, because they're all great competitors. They're all good athletes.
Yeah, I think Roman Reigns will win it, and that'll be it.
Absolutely, but I also see Dean Ambrose has the potential to become the best bad guy ever. I mean, the way he moves, the way he grabs at his opponent, his psychology reminds me of Jake the Snake Roberts.
He's got it. All 3 of those guys got it. And if you want to talk about future stars, I mean, what is the future? 6 months?
Yeah, that's another subject I want to bring up. Like, what guys do you see as being part of the future? I actually mentioned it to my dad earlier because he was watching Raw. I said the future is bright, because if you look at the guys like all 3 members of The Shield, the Wyatts, Antonio Cesaro, Damian Sandow, Cody Rhodes, Dolph Ziggler, the future is bright as long as they push these guys properly. Because you have to understand, John Cena ain't going to be around forever.
How much time do we have left?
We got about 2.5 minutes.
All right. Let's talk about the future stars. And when I say future, it's the next 3-6 months. That's WWE time. I mean, it's obvious who they're looking to push. They're looking to push the Shield guys. Roman Reigns is a guy, but now I'm SmackDown tonight, so I'm going one-on-one against Cena and Punk. Facing him.
I got a feeling that Cody Rhodes is going to end up breaking off from Goldust by WrestleMania time. I mean,
that's rumored. But,
he did that moonsault in the house show off the cage, and I heard that was pretty epic.
Yeah, that's another guy, who's getting screwed. But I think Big E likes it right now. They're looking to give him a big push.
Well, I think he reminds me in some ways of a more athletic Mark Henry. The guy to me, he's just good. I wasn't a big fan of him at first, but I got to see him a little bit more. I actually enjoy Big E's work.
Yeah, he's very athletic and agile.
For a guy his size, yeah.
But I hear he's got a very good personality from NXT. I heard he had a very good personality on the mic.
I like to see the Ascension come up, but I've seen them. They're actually pretty decent.
Yeah, and that's another thing. There's guys we don't even like most people don't even know about.
No, they don't. They don't know about some of those guys that are down in NXT and that were down in Florida, and they're actually pretty damn good.
I mean, when you say future, it's the next 3-6 months. Anything can happen in WWE.
Absolutely. The unpredictability. That's one thing. Right now, I cannot predict anything that's going to go on, and that's what I'm enjoying about it. It's not the way Raw went off the air. I was kind of iffy about it, but you know what? Who knows? Maybe it'll become a positive. You know.
And to end it off, don't forget, and remind everybody that the first show is going to be, the first Raw next year is going to be old school.
Oh
Raw.
yeah, we're gonna have an old school Raw next Monday.
Who knows? Maybe the Hulkster will come out for that.
I actually mentioned that earlier. I mean, what's to stop him from showing up and kicking the door down and breaking out the red and yellow? I mean, me personally, I love Hollywood Hogan, but you know what? Whether anyone likes it or not, Hogan's going to go down as one of the most recognized names, if not the most recognized name in the history of the business.
Well, as far as him, I think if when he is scheduled to come on, if he does come on, I think they'll announce it weeks prior to build it up.
Oh yeah, they will. They'll plug it for all it's worth, Frank.
Oh yeah, of course, and maybe we'll see Batista come back.
Oh, listen, the January 20th. I will be watching.
Oh, is that when he's scheduled to come out?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he's gonna come out the week before Rumble, right?
Yes, he is.
All right, cool.
No.
So we done it. We run out of time.
Yeah, our show we're out of time. I hope we'll have another show up maybe within the next month. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves, and Frank and I will see you guys next time. You all take care.